Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the listing. So in this course, I will be explaining you two listing and four tables. Okay. So this is the first listing, rldemo, that is the file name, and the header part. It is almost a similar like how we did in Adams and SDTM. And here we have a description part is telling that to develop the listing 16.1.1 subject demographics. So this is a simple listing. So we have to get this listing. So we have to keep subject number, treatment sequence, age, text variable, and height, weight, and BMI. So this is the layout of the listing. So we have to get the values for this listing. Okay. So we have to clear it up if you have any data set by using this RM list. Just click on that, and now we have to call few the packages, few libraries we have to call um, to run the functions properly. Okay, and the one more is R2 RTF. So for you guys, if you don't know how to install the package, so you have to use the syntax install dot packages R2 RTF. Okay, this is R2 RTF package. So the R2 RTF is to create the rich text format for the tables and reports. So for this reason, we have to call this listing for this calling for this library. Okay, so you have to install this first. Then we have to make sure when you're installing the package, it should be in the parent apostrophes. Then when you're calling that library, you don't need to keep it in a apostrophes. Okay, so let me run this one. Okay, then we setting up the working directory similarly how we did in the Adams and SDTM, and we're calling that source dataset. So here with the source dataset is Adam, but the TLF would be the source dataset. For the TLF, Adam is a source dataset, and for the Adam, the SDTM is a source dataset. For the SDTM, will the raw dataset as a source dataset. Okay, it's a like kind of pipeline. Okay, then we run the Adam datasets. Then we have to read ADSL dataset because all the information for this particular listing, the treatment sequence, age, and height, weight, sex variable, BMI will get from all that information coming from ADSL. So you take the right Adam dataset. Then what I do, I just trying to keep it the numeric format of subject by considering only the first 13 part. For example, when you check ADSL, so you have unique subject ID, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm considering only up to 13 points. So okay, we'll check. Okay, so then we select subject 10 based on the listing. So the subject 10 and the treatment sequence is indicate the actual arm. Then we have age, then we have sex variable, then we have height, weight, BMI. So height, weight, BMI. Then we sort with based on the subject 10. Okay, radius after on. Okay, so ADSL1 is there. When we sort it, you see here all of them. Yeah, I know what happened here. You need to get 14. 14. Then you run this part again. When you check ADSL1, now you have all the information here. Okay, all those things are coming. So for the ADSL1, we got subject information, then we have the treatment sequence. Okay, then we have age in years, then we'll be having the sex variable. Okay, the sex variable and height in centimeter and the weight in kilogram and the BMI. So all of them, all the variables are whatever we have to going to report in the listing, we got those ones. Now we go to the reporting now. So here before we start reporting, we need to know where exactly we want to save our RTF file. Okay, our listing file. So you have to run this one. So I'm saving in the output here, this part. Note this one. Okay, so in this folder I'm saving. So here, the first we're taking that data set, the data set we have created the final data sets we are creating, and from that we're using the pipe symbol. So here we have RTF page orientation landscape. So you can keep it or you don't want. I'll show you what is the difference between these two. Okay, for now the title is, because the RTF title is another format, another so for the RTF title, so you see the title has given from that listing. So when you check the listing here, we have the title 16.1.1 subject demographic, and it is in the bold way, and this is given in the left side alignment. It is in the left side alignment. So for that reason, I have given 16 point subject demographic in the apostrophes. Then we have text justification in the left side alignment, and the text format is in the bold. Okay, that is for the title part. When you come to the call header, so we'll be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 variables. When you check the listing mock shell, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have all together. So just copy this part individually. So copy this one and you paste it here. So you paste it here, BMI kilograms. So don't, for as per the mock shell, you have to be have this explanation, because subject and represent a subject number, actum represent a treatment sequence, age is represent age in years. So you have to be aligned with these variables. Okay, and the label should be the same as output. Okay, and then we have to give the column relative width for each individual. Subject number will be having 1.5, and the treatment sequence will be having 2, and age is 1, and sex is 1, and height is 1.5, and weight is 1.5, and BM is 1.5. And do the same thing with RL or RTF body. Column width will be the same, similar thing. We do the same thing. Okay, because the width and the relative column width for the body will be the same. Then we give the footnote. When you check the footnote here in the listing, we'll be having the footnote. So we just copy this one and make under apostrophes. So that is a footnote, and we'll be having RTF encode. That is, this works because all the information is going into the output, like RTF. It works in the going into the RTF output. So the listing is the final file name of the last. So we give it as a write RTF, and then we give it as a listing. Let me run this one first. You can understand what is happening. Okay, so here we have 16.1.1. So you see, we got all the required ones. When you check here, okay, the landscape. Okay, so when you run this one, so this is the final data set is coming into the 16.1.1. So you see here the subject number and the treatment sequence and the demographic here, and age, sex variable, and also height and weight and BMI. You also have the also have this footnote in the bottom. Okay, so just then so we got all the information required for the listing. Okay, it is clearly separated, so there is no truncation happen anywhere. But the layout, the real layout of that this listing, it is because each client have a different formats. So sometimes you will have to the right macros the company will be provided. But for understanding purpose only, I have given the listings like this, and this should be enough to understand. Okay, thank you so much for listening. And if you have anything questions and comments to for this for the listing, please let me know in the comment section, and we will continue with our next listing for next class. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.